Hello everyone, welcome back to Pokemon FireRed. I did the thing that we talked about last time. Let's take ourselves a little look-see. Chansey appeared. I threw a random Pokeball. Safari Ball. She actually stayed, which was nice. I wasn't expecting to get Chansey. He lays several eggs a day. The eggs are apparently rich in nutrients and extremely delicious. Then we have Scyther. This little booger took me a while last night. I ran into two, I think, before this one, and they both fled. We got lucky. We got real lucky. It tears and shreds prey with its wickedly sharp sides. It very rarely... I wasn't done raiding that. How do I get it to play again? Oh, Y is how. Interesting. Sorry, I'm learning the controls. So Eleanor lets me go through. Oh. So I guess I can't fast forward it. Lovely. But I can pause it. Pause, bitch. It tears and shreds prey with its wickedly sharp scythes. It very rarely spreads its wings to fly. There. We did the thing! So we are back today to continue our journey. We have a lot of trainers over here that need to be dealt with. I deal with him. I think I've said that a lot over the years. I deal with him. And probably none of you have any idea what I'm referencing. It's an old Seinfeld reference. The episode where the fur coat and the landlord finds the fur coat and thinks, what was it? I forgot the exact particulars. Oh, right. They were at a party. Elaine threw somebody's coat out the window because she didn't think a man should be wearing fur. Newman saw it in a tree, climbed up, got it out of the tree, gave it to the landlord's wife. The landlord finds it, thinks that somebody, like she's having an affair with somebody who gave it to her. And he thinks it's Newman, and he already hates Newman and doesn't like Newman. So they come up with a plan to convince the landlord that it's Jerry's, because, you know, he's like a celebrity and a Hollywood type, big shot celebrity. He would be vain enough to wear one. But I think it was the scene where the landlord was talking to Kramer and he's like, who would wear a fur coat? He's like, Newman? And he's like, I deal with him. And for whatever reason, that's funny to me. That I deal with him. It's lived rent-free in my brain as a worm. Brainworm forever. Forever. I used to love watching Seinfeld. I watched it and I ran it into the ground. I must have watched it all the way through dozens of times. Every episode, know every joke, quote entire bits. And I started to go down that road with Third Rock from the Sun because they would always run them in syndication. Then, in the early 2000s, they did the same thing for the X-Files. Oh, I forgot to add my other Pokemon back to my team. I burnt the roof of my mouth earlier with food. I'm going to be picking at it with my tongue. But yeah, that's how I was able to like catch up on the X-Files, because by the time I discovered the X-Files, they were in season 7. They were kind of past. They had jumped the shark, basically. Funny enough, I think my first X-Files episode was that Cops episode, which was really funny. It wasn't a good episode, but it was a good premise. Was it, though? It was a good idea. Maybe not the best execution. Sorry, Rachel. I got distracted with my own thoughts of television. Fuck over all your cash. Hell no. Get lost, loser. I'm not giving you a scrap. Who's Gyarados? Gyarados. Send down old Gyarados. 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 I think it's supposed to be Gyarados. 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 Maybe Gyarados. 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 I don't know. I think a lot of the pronunciation for Gen 1 Pokemon turned out to be different than what the localization team originally intended. I blame 4Kids Entertainment for that. Or whoever the hell translated them into English. I think that's who did the first season of Pokemon. They're staring each other down. Oh, I didn't change out Pidgeot. I was lost in thought. And now I'm lost in poison. Bum, 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 bum. Dragonair, you're level 31. Let's get you out here on the field. Do some damage. I will say that I ended up remembering... I think I remember more FireRed and Leaf Green than I would remember Red and Blue. I don't know. Now, I've played Red and Blue, or I've played Blue a handful of times over the years, but I honestly think I've played through Leaf Green more. And I remember on my initial playthrough as a kid of Pokemon Blue, it goes by so fast. And, you know, once you're done, you're done. Those games were simple and really difficult to 100%. Like, finishing the decks and everything wasn't necessarily an easy thing to do. You were really limited at the time because of the trading, the logistics of trading, and having somebody around to be able to trade with. It was not the easiest back in the day. Not the easiest whatsoever. But, you know, you go into, like, let's say Saffron. There are really only 3 things to do in that city. In Celadon, there's really only 2 things to do. In Cerulean, there's really only 1 thing to do. Here, there's 2. The gym and the museum. Cinnabar Island, there's really 2. There's 2. Fuchsia, there's 2. Lavender Town, there's 1. Vermilion, there's 2. I think that's the standard. Every Pokemon, or at least in the Kanto region, I think every town had at least primarily 1 to 2 things of note. Most of them having 2 things for you to go and do. Which, again, when you try and stack up like the Kanto region as we know it, grid styled, and you try to compare it to something open world like, let's say, Scarlet and Violet, they don't really translate too well. This motherfucker. I don't think so, son. I don't think so. Let me scratch my leg. Flamethrower this bitch. Grimer. Why does he have so many Pokemon? Where? You're such a jerk. I never did go buy any. No. Okay, let's go do that then. You know what's crazy? These Pokemon centers, from the door to the desk, is at least 1 HP of damage of poisoning. So no matter where you are in the world, if you fly back to a Pokemon Center and land right here, you're going to encounter right there before getting to the counter. You're going to faint right here in one of these 2 squares. I don't remember which one. Ain't that a son of a bitch? Okay, let me think a minute. What was I going to do? Shopping. Yes. We need to go shopping. Before we can do any actual buying, let's do some selling. Let's see what we have here that's garbage. You can have this protein. You can have this nugget. I'll take 8. Ironically, that's how many max repels we have. And how many revives do I have? I'll take 2. We really should be buying hyper potions at this point, but I'll buy these just to have them. Ooh, no, that's a lot of money. I'll take 4. I don't want to eat through all my cash. Now what I'll do, if you folks, you fine folk will indulge me. Full restore super potion and repel. Repel should be up here. Revive, ether, ether, ether. Max potion should be up here. Max revive should also be up here. I try to save those for the Elite Four, but you never know. Doesn't always work out. Who do we need to be the fastest? I need Raichu to be really fast. Okay. Good. We're golden. Back to the grind. Lapras. Wait a minute. I think we get the dex. I think we get like the seen but not the caught dex injury for that. There we are. Now we're all set. Oddish. Oddish. I think there's a trainer or 2 back here. Let's go find them. Yep. You look gentle, I think I can beat you. No. No. Do I have any ice left in this cup? Yeah, kinda. Alright. You do you, Dragonair. I pour what's left of my soda into this cup. Oh, it wasn't enough? You slam. Raichu! How can you not like Raichu? Look at him. Or look at her, I guess, in this case. You're so cute and huggable, but also a badass. It is one of the things that I do regret over the years, is that Ash's Pikachu never evolved into a Raichu. I mean, I get it, but at the same time... Why? Why no Raichu? Go, Dragonair and Fire Plume! see. Dragon Rage you. Substitute you. High jump kick. Good thing fighting doesn't do a lot to grass. That, on the other hand. Uh-oh. Getting pumped. Hey, that wasn't bad. It did quite a bit. I didn't expect it to do that much, to be honest. This fan is blowing up my shirt. Up in my shirt up. Lamb, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Wham, bam, bam, bam. Thank you, Sam. Uh-oh. Pickle? What's Kit and Krista up to? Are those the Nintendo Nintendo people that don't work at Nintendo anymore? But sometimes spill the tea. I gotta say, I feel like working for Nintendo is very restrictive. Everybody probably thinks it's a fun, you know, glamorous job. I bet it sucks. I bet cheeks. Okay. Ooh, rain dance. We might have Majora's Mask finished by the end of the week. I'm working on it a little bit every day. My main goal is to have multiple playthroughs that I'm doing at the moment finished by June. I don't want any of the current playthroughs we got hanging over our heads to be running, except for maybe we'll probably still be working on Pokopia then. Shit. They use Protect. You little bastard. You little bastard. What does WSP mean? Haha, it didn't work this time. Sorry, Squirtle. Kaboom. Oh, it means what's up. That makes sense. That's what I thought it meant. Okay. Not much. Just working on this route. Trying to take out all these Pokemon trainers. There's a lot of them. Ooh. Have you gone to see the Mario movie yet? I just ended up watching it online. I couldn't be bothered to go to the theater. I really liked it, though. I thought it was really good. I know there are a lot of detractors out there who have a stick up their ass, but I'll be damned if I didn't really like it. It was good. It wasn't the best thing I've ever seen in the world, but you know what? I liked it. People need to learn how to have fun. I think that live-action Zelda movie is going to blow our minds. I think it's going to be good. I don't think it's going to be great. I think it'll be good. I think I'll have fun with it. You haven't seen it yet? It's worth seeing. I'd recommend it. Well, I'm sure it'll be around for a little bit longer than usual because it's making a ton of money. Which, you know, that might open us up to get a few other Nintendo movies out of the mix. I'd be down for that. I know I said not too long ago they needed to stop making video game movies, but I think that ship has sailed, and I think that I'm fighting a losing battle by being against it. I might as well, like, if you can't beat them, join them. Might as well just give up. No! It disabled Slam. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Oh, shit, Dragonair. You know what? Get him, Pidgeot. Bird power. I'd like to see a Pokemon movie that has absolutely zero to do with the existing anime. Like a theatrically run Pokemon movie that's not Ash. That's what I want. I want a Metroid movie. I'd like a Pikmin movie, a Star Fox movie. All of that. Give me all the movies. I guess you could do a Donkey Kong movie. I mean, I'd watch it. I'm on board. Goodbye, coughing. We got him before he could explode. Ooh, you know what we need to do today? We're nowhere near ending the stream, of course, but one of the things I'd like to do before we do wrap up today's stream later down the road, we need to get to Cinnabar Island today. I need to catch coughing. Yeah, Samus is going to have to be quite the looker. I don't remember who that is. I don't really remember the Minecraft movie too well. I'm trying to forget it existed. I think about that sometimes too. After the Minecraft movie came out and I watched it, I remember Tyler and I did a Minecraft stream. And I remember saying, "Oh, it's good. I liked it. I don't know why everybody has to hate on everything." No, it's bad. It's real bad. It's one of the most god-awful things I've ever seen in my life. That Minecraft movie was embarrassing. Embarrassing garbage. Such embarrassing dribble. Drivel. I said dribble. Drivel. You watched it on the way back. It was mid. I hated it. Yeah, Jason Momoa was pretty funny. I mean, you got to remember, actors do their best with what they're handed, and they were handed a steaming pile of turd with that movie. So they did their best. I could tell Jack Black was phoning it in the whole time. He was fat, winded, didn't want to be there. He was terrible, 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 terrible. And like, I don't hate Jack Black, but he gets on my nerves because a lot of times he'll be cast in the wrong position for something. You got to utilize certain actors for certain parts. You know what I mean? It's like you just can't put Jim Carrey in everything. He's a very specific, you know, Jim Carrey, yeah, he does comedy roles, but he can also do extremely serious roles, you know, and people don't really give him enough credit for that. But every actor walks that very thin line of like doing the best with the material they're given. So I didn't hate the performances necessarily in the Minecraft movie. It's just the movie itself was so stupid. Because it had plenty of funny stuff in it. I laughed. I don't know. I guess I just have a bar. And it was below my bar of what I thought, you know. Oh God, please tell me they're not doing a second one. Their best bet for doing another Minecraft movie would be to pretend the first one didn't happen and start from scratch. And it needs to be CGI or like animated, not... It should not be live action. They should do with Minecraft what they're doing with the Mario movies. That's what they should be doing. Oh my God. They did a follow-up to Five Nights at Freddy's, and I'm curious to see if it's good. You know? Because the first one was not too great. I didn't hate it, but I also didn't like it too much. So, I'm curious. Did you see that clip I posted in the Discord today where Resident Evil 9 just straight up ripped off a scene from Lord of the Rings? Yeah, if those like if memes weren't a thing, that movie would not have been successful. Hello, buddy! I'm going to throw a Pokeball that gives him time to break out and transform. And then we'll hit him with the water. Bum, 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 bum. That did nothing. Yeah, because a lot of people went to see the Minecraft movie after watching, you know, clips of it and memes and stuff on the internet. You're being a outright son of a bitch. How's this Ditto doing more damage to me than I am to it? You little punk. Shit. Oh, great. Dragon Rage. Yeah, that chicken jockey thing was dumb as hell. It was so cringe. I thought Ditto would put up more of a fight than that. Okay. It could freely recombine its own cellular structure to transform into other life forms. Did I ever watch the unfinished pirated version? I did not. I did not have any interest in that whatsoever. Okay, I think. Yep. There are 3 trainers left on this route. Well, a lot of people fucked up a lot of theaters because of that chicken jockey garbage. Night and night, far-fetched. I think that happened more than once, too. I think people were sneaking chickens into that movie just for that meme. I mean, live and let live, but it's certainly a choice. That's a choice that somebody made that day to be disruptive to the nth degree and involved a poor chicken. Right, you. Here's what we're gonna do, buddy. You are gonna wipe out these last 2 bird trainers for me. And then we're gonna head back to Pallet Town and surf south. No, you're leaving me. All right. Later, Gator. The duo. I wish I knew how I could get the chat to scroll down instead of up. Like I wish it would scroll down from, you know, below my webcam here, and like each new message would pop down instead of up. I don't know if that's a thing I can do. That's how I would set it up because it looks better that way. I'll have to check in on that. All right, sir, you're the last trainer before we get to the wild, crazy fence. The fences that nobody would ever build IRL because it makes no sense whatsoever. Pidgeotto and Fearow, huh? Good thing we have electricity on our side. Let's go and surf our way down here. We could catch Tangela. Hey there, crazy-eyed son of a bitch. Aww. But your grass, that shouldn't have done that much damage. Alright, I'll use a lesser attack. How about strength? There we go. Oh no, we went night-night. I would have gone night-night. Alright, we're getting 2 boops in, huh? You bitch. Come on. There you go, sport. Blue plant vines cloak the Pokemon's identity in a tangled mass. It entangles anything that gets close. I would like to know what Tangela looks like under all those vines. No one will ever know. Now, of course, I do plan to battle all of the trainers on this route. I just don't intend to do it right now, because I am expressly concerned about getting down to Cinnabar Island. And if I stop to battle everybody along the way, we'll be here all night. But just in case, I will leave right you out front in case somebody spots me before I can get out of their field of view. Ooh, like that guy. Did I not use a repel? I could have swore I used a repel. You know what? I need to catch you anyway. You're a needed dex entry. Dun, 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 dun. Its eyes are as transparent as crystals. From them, it shoots mysterious beams of light. Well, its eyes are down here, right? Not up here. Strange. Very strange. I forgot to use repel. I got to use it. This is how we use it. So many swimming people. Yay! The fiery town of burning desire. Let's go heal. We don't really need to, but it lets the game know we've been here. So we can fly here anytime we want. And I feel a sneeze coming. Oh, woo! That was a good one. Oh, my lungs. I did try and transfer the fossil over to my game, my leaf green. Apparently it's a key item and can't be held. So fuck me. So we'll hand it off to the scientist. Dome fossil. You hurry and give me that. I'm looking for Ponyta. I don't have Ponyta, I don't think. I don't remember there being a PC in here. Do you guys remember there being a PC in here? Because I sure as hell don't. Now I can get to work on Kabuto tonight. Actually, I need to work on Zelda stuff tonight. I have to redo an entire day's worth of stuff in Zelda just to get an item, just to get the 6th and final bottle. Oh, it's going to be ridiculous, but I'm willing to do it. I'm just not going to do it on stream. I don't want to make people watch the same missions they've already watched, or side quests, or however you want to look at it. Now, Cinnabar Island is a place rich in Pokemon lore. Obviously, the anime and the games differ in, you know, details and events and timelines and things. Anime kind of has... It has its own whole Mewtwo thing going on. As to with the games, you have this mansion here. Now, an accident occurred here at this mansion, but we're not, you know, too sure of the particulars. We can assume there was a great fire that burned most of it down. I mean, the structure itself is still standing, but it was a hell of a fire. Caused a lot of damage. I think this was kind of like a research institute, maybe? I don't know how to explain it. Instead of being an outright lab, I think researchers may have stayed here while working at the lab, or maybe this predated the lab's existence. I'm not too sure. The games don't give us a ton to go on. Because, you know, in the anime, you're led to believe that Giovanni went on an expedition to find Mew and found a Mew fossil and was able to clone Mewtwo that way. But the games kind of give a different account. The funny thing is, the games contradict themselves inside the game itself, which is odd. You'll find a journal entry in this building that says Mew gave birth, but at the same time, we know that Mewtwo was created through DNA and genetic manipulation, like cloning. They Jurassic Parked him, basically. So we don't really know. And it could have been Mewtwo that wrecked this place. We don't know that either. We just know that Mewtwo, he broke out, escaped, and went into hiding in Cerulean Cave. Now, why something as powerful as Mewtwo wants to hide? I don't know. You'll have to ask Mewtwo. Oh my Christ with this Raticate. Seriously? I only want you for the Dex entry, you son of a bitch. You need to go to sleep. Sleep, you bitch. Thank you. Annoying. Its rear feet have 3 toes each. They are webbed, enabling it to swim across rivers and be a bitch when you try to catch it for the Pokédex. Pokédex. You know what? I'm going to make sure you're out front. Put these Pokemon to sleep. All right. Coughing should be in this building, so we need to catch one. Growlithe! We already caught Growlithe. What do you mean can't escape? Is it because we're the same level but you have the type advantage? No! I hate it here. Coughing, please. Thank you. Slumber. You go to sleep. I can't afford having you explode. God damn it. They don't stay asleep long. Its thin balloon-like body is inflated by horrible toxic gases. It reeks when it is nearby. Oh, I bet. I bet you are just one stank son of a gun. Okay. I can't believe we made it that far into the building without getting got. Okay. So that's 2 Pokemon I can now send over to Leaf Green and work on for the living deck. I have to just take the time to sit down and show you guys my the work I've done over on Leaf Green, because the playthrough I did on my YouTube channel is not the same save file for the Switch version that we're playing now. Had I known that they were going to release these eventually one day, I probably would have waited a little bit, but what can you do? All right, you and you need to go to Leaf Green. But I think we're going to wrap things up there. I know it's not been a full hour yet, but I'm tired today. I did a lot. And I still have a lot to do before beddy bed time, so progress were made. That's all I really care about. Alright, thank you guys for hanging out with me today. If you were here in chat, if you're watching this on YouTube, I have started streaming over on Kick. So you can find me over there, at least at the time that these episodes are being made new. Alright, see you folks.